Hello everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome to my Nursing 101 tutorial video. Preventing hospital-acquired infection is a major concern for all healthcare professionals. Did you know hospital-acquired infections affect 5 to 10% of hospitalized patients in the United States each year and costing an estimated of $20 billion in healthcare costs? So, I am going to demonstrate for you how to properly put on and take off a pair of sterile gloves. So let's get started. First, you want to make sure that you gather all of your materials that you will need for a procedure beforehand. Those materials could include normal saline, 4x4s, tape, and of course your sterile gloves. Once you gather all your materials, you want to make sure you put them on a clean, dry surface. Next, you want to wash your hands properly with soap and water. Now, you're ready to put on your sterile gloves. First, you want to make sure you examine the outer package. You want to look for any soiling, you want to look for any rips, tears, or holes in the package. If so, you want to discard that packet and you want to start over. To open the pack of sterile gloves, you want to separate the edges, and then you want to open the package of gloves carefully. Remove the inner packet, and then discard the outer package in the trash. Next, when you open the pack of sterile gloves, you'll notice that there is a hand symbol, a left and a right hand. Place the package on your clean, dry surface, and you always want to open the edges farthest away from you by folding them down. And then do the same with the edges close to you. Fold them down. Then next you want to open the package of sterile gloves carefully. Being careful not to touch the inside of the package with your bare hands. When you put on your sterile gloves, you want to glove your left hand first. You want to take your left hand and move it away from your body. And then you want to, with your right hand, using your right thumb and index finger, pick up the sterile glove with the cuff side out. Carefully put the glove on your left hand. Now, not to worry if your glove is not on your hand all the way. Once you put on the second glove, you can fix that glove. And also, you want to be careful not to touch the tips of your gloves with your clothing or your other hand. If that happens, you want to discard that pair of gloves and get a new pair. Now, to glove your right hand, take your right hand and move it away from your body. With the gloved hand, you want to go inside the cuff of the right glove. You see my hand is inside the cuff, and you want to put the glove on your right hand carefully. Now that you have the gloves on, they don't look right, so you can fix your gloves on your hands properly, making sure that your hands are in each inside the gloves carefully. Now you want to inspect your gloves for any rips, tears, or holes. And if so, you want to take these off and discard them and get a new pair and start the process over again. Now that you have your sterile gloves on and you've done your sterile procedure, now it's time to take the gloves off. It doesn't matter which glove you take off first. You first grab the cuff of the glove, pull it over your hand, ball it up in the other hand. And then with your index finger, you want to go inside of the cuff of the glove and pull it over your hands like that. Now you can properly discard of your soiled gloves in the proper trash receptacle. So let's recap on what I've demonstrated for you today. First, you want to gather all of your materials that you will need for the procedure. And you want to put them on a clean and dry surface. Next, you want to make sure you wash your hands properly with soap and water. Now that your hands are clean, you can examine your sterile gloves. You always want to look for any rips, tears, holes in the package, and if so, you want to discard it. And you want to do the same thing with the inner package, and once you put the gloves on, you want to do the same thing. Look for any damage. And most important, you want to make sure that you discard them if you do find any damage to the gloves. Once your procedure is all done, you want to take the gloves off as demonstrated. And finally, you want to discard your soiled gloves in the proper trash receptacle. So that concludes my Nursing 101 tutorial video on how to properly put on and take off a pair of sterile gloves. I hope you've learned something today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I thank you for your time, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you.